alcoholic beverage. Yes, that's what this one's called. Because I'm running out of piratey themed names, okay? Piratey themed names for the streams are running out thick and fucking fast. So, you know, we're kind of stuck doing a bit of a sound check. Because don't get me wrong, I don't dislike this microphone, right? But I'm still getting used to the whole volume thing. For me, streaming, this microphone's sensitivity compared with balancing like Funaker and Varak and Davros and Goober's sound, I'm still having issues with that. So I really need people honest fucking feedback in the chat, because like I've recorded games, like game stuff, and I've been so fucking loud on game recordings, and then everyone else's sound is so quiet. It's really frustrating, and it's tempted me to just go back to my old microphone because everything just fucking worked. But I shall persevere. Hello, Shano. How you doing? Hello. So yeah, I'm already a bit fired up this morning because I've been playing a bit of Warhammer 40k Gladius. If you haven't seen that, me and Fron and Varak have played a good chunk of it. It's an enjoyable game, you know. It's not terrible by any stretch. It's not graphically most amazing. It's by Slytherin, and they don't make, you know, the most visually impressive games in the world. But one thing they do is they make fun games. If you're into your kind of RTS type things, right? And there's a review on the page that just really fucking pissed me off. Just really pissed me off. It was literally, the review was, this game only has 4 factions, and if it needs DLC to make it better, then that means your game has already failed. Alright, hold up there, motherfucker. First problem I have with your statement, and it's a big fucking problem. The first is, have you never heard of Dawn of War 1? Probably counted by many as one of the best RTS games ever developed, utilizing the Warhammer 40k license. How many factions did that have when it first came out? Well, let's count the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, Orcs, and fucking Eldar. That's what the base game had in it. So, I'm sorry, motherfucker, but you rate this game down because it's only got 4 factions. Oh, was it a game that needed DLC that made it better as well? No, it didn't. It only added to the experience. So, you can shut the fuck up with your negative review of the game and get the fuck out. And before you say that, oh no, well that was a totally different game, Dawn of War was an RTS and this is like a turn-based Civ type game. No, motherfucker, your argument against it was that it only had 4 factions. Well, you can go suck a dick. So yeah. Really fucking dumb. Really dumb. Darius, shut the fuck up with your stupid fucking mission introductions. So yeah, so that was fun. That was a fun read for me. About 5 minutes ago. Because I'm interested in the game. I want to see them add more factions. They've added a lot. Oh no, Totty, I've got the letters about the extended warranty on the ship. It's fine, it's fine. It's probably lost in the Comstar post. Hey, Kulsh. But that's it. That's it, Kulsh. It's that's what made Dawn of War great, though, wasn't it? Was you had the 4, and then they slowly expanded it with Winter Assault that added the Imperial Guard, and then you had the later editions of the Tau and the Necrons, and then eventually you had the Sisters of Battle and the Dark Eldar. And it was just a really solid product from start to finish. But that only started out with 4 factions. It was such a good fucking game. Hey, Townfolk. As I've said before when I've streamed Battletech numerous times now, if a company wants to make a lot of money, just remaster Dawn of War 1. You don't even have to make it, like, super pretty. You just need to make it look, you know, you just need to make that game again to run fine on modern systems with just a slightly enhanced graphical appearance. And people, I'd buy that shit. Yeah, cool, sure. Yeah, Dawn of War's DLCs were really, really meaty. They had a lot going for them.
Waiting for orders. Confirmed. Holding and cooling.
Alright, it's got a 65 tonner. What are you gonna be? What are you gonna be? Hey, catapult. That's not too bad. Oh shit! It's got breaching shot. Right. How shall we bring the pain first?
Affirmative.
What's this town for? If you lost mail with Comstar, just contact the local representative, send them a complaint. You know what? That's a good point. My local representative, we don't get along very well, but yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll have to get on to him about that one. You know, he's a bit prickly to deal with, but overall. Now, the less said about Dawn of War 2, on the other hand. You know, Dawn of War 2, it had some good elements to it, but it ain't no Dawn of War 1. I think we can all agree there. Dawn of War 2's campaign was okay. I liked the co-op aspect of it, but it just didn't play the same Dawn of War 1. There wasn't the same level of base building. The roster felt a bit thin on the ground. Yeah, Dawn of War 3 was awful. Yeah, again, I don't think anyone's going to disagree on that one. Like, I've never heard anyone who said, like, you know what my favorite Dawn of War game was in the whole series? Dawn of War 3. But I have been kicked in the head by a horse. Yeah, it's not really something I've heard a lot of people say that they really enjoyed. Got this great idea, guys. Oh, yeah, what is it? Oh, just, you know, what's your plan? What if we take Dawn of War? Right, yeah, I like where you're going already from the start. But what if we made it like a MOBA?
You've got hostile contacts inbound.
You son of a bitch, you've done it again. You know, they thought that was a great idea. I don't think anyone else outside of that room thought it was a good idea, but they went through with it, and it was terrible. It's how Command & Conquer died. Command & Conquer died, weirdly enough, though. Didn't it die trying to copy Company of Heroes? Because it didn't they copy that whole units being called in off map? You had a deck of units type thing. Of course, I'd get Dawn of War 2 probably just to play the campaign. But it's shit for bot matches. Because the great thing that I really enjoyed about Dawn of War 1 was the utter brutality of the AI in Dawn of War 1. Because that thing was an unrelenting monster. It didn't give a shit. It would just come after you. And really early game as well. Like, it would base rush the shit out of you. I was from CNC4 was a MOBA style version, and then it died. I think I had CNC4. I got into this weird phase where I just wanted to play like a load of Command & Conquer games, so I think I bought some of them cheap, and I think number 4 was the last one I played. And as somebody who hadn't played a lot of Command & Conquer,
Yes, Commander.
I didn't dislike it, but I could certainly see why a lot of people turned on it and it died, because it was very, very far removed from the CNC of old.
Taking the shot.
And I understand why so many people were disappointed with what they did with what was that mobile one that they made? The hell was that called? Townfall. I really like games like Command & Conquer and Dawn of War with co-op if done right. Halo Wars did quite well with it. Yeah, I never had a go Halo Wars. I could never get into the Halo setting, to be honest. It wasn't my thing. Sorry, Corona. Papa Slump, I finally got a PC that can run Supreme Commander for hours, so fuck off all the rest of us. Yes, no disagreements there, Papa Slump. Like, Supreme Commander definitely lives up to the name. Oh, and you could get massive armies going in Supreme Commander. Yeah, it was so much fun. I was crap at it, but I did love churning out units constantly and just sending them into death walls. I always wanted to do a Supreme Commander 2 stream, but I don't think all of us had it, because I always wanted to do one where it was like me and Frun, Davros and Goober, or Davros and Varak. taking on a bunch of like top difficulty AI in Supreme Commander 2, but I can't remember. One of the group never bought a copy. I can't remember which one. CNC Rivals. That's it. Thanks, from. But yeah, I can never get into the Halo setting, to be honest. The only Halo I've ever played is the original game when a friend of my brother bought the Xbox, the original one, and he got that with it. And we played the co-op. We played the shit out of the co-op, and we obviously did a lot of local multiplayer stuff, but yeah, I never really played 2 and 3 and 4 or anything like that. It's Goober who doesn't have Supreme Commander 2. Right. See, I thought one day a stream of Supreme Commander 2 would have been fun. As I said, just having us all like getting our ass kicked by the AI would have been kind of amusing for people, especially to see us probably not playing it in the most hyper efficient way with people going ripping their dicks off. It's not that you want to antagonize the chat; it's just funny.
I'm receiving you. Acknowledged. Engaging target.
On a totally unrelated note, I hope everyone enjoyed the charity charger special. Those who have seen it. Obviously, I'm not expecting everyone to rush out and watch the video, but if you did see it, I hope you enjoyed it. Right. Fuck you, Trebuchet. Oh wow. Every single AC-10 hit. Yeah, I knew there was 4 of us who had it, and there was someone who didn't, but I couldn't remember if it was like Varak or Goober who didn't have a copy of Supreme Commander 2.
Damage minimal.
Right.
Waiting for orders.
Are you gonna feel the pincers of the crab? My only medium mech left in the whole thing.
Acknowledged.
Ah, you just didn't have the common decency to just up and fucking die, did you? No.
Targeting for an
Come on.
alpha strike.
Come on, boy. Come on, die now. Come on, let's be having you. No, we don't want knockdowns. Shanna, it was awesome, though McCracken needs to stop skimming money from the charity. Look, he's told me in confidence that some of that cash is necessary to keep things moving along smoothly, okay? I can't complain. I can't complain.
Standing by.
McCracken, I think McCracken's always had my best interest at heart. I mean, what's this? Amusingly, my charge has become one of my go-to mechs in MWO. It's hilarious with 5 medium lasers for chasing down mediums and lights. It is, isn't it? I was so happy that they added the charger to MWO because it was one of those mechs
Engaging target.
that it's kind of a joke mech, but it is fun.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
Darius is not involved in the best in class, thankfully. Fine, I don't want you salvage anyway. I think I was saving up for an assault mech. That's why I'm doing these missions like this. I wasn't happy with my camera. No, he did tell me as much, which is why he got me a pineapple pizza. And I mean, I'm not going to say no, it's pizza, but it's not my first choice. I'm not an animal.
Receiving you.
Yeah, there we go. Dragon 66. He was just a pilot I found in one of the places, one of the Kickstarter pilots. So I just thought I'll hire this guy. Why not?
Warrior training complete. Training complete.
Yes, Commander.
Right. I don't think there's any more good contracts left in this place. Well, when I say good contracts, I mean ones that don't tax me too much, but do allow me to just max my cash. Plus, I still want to go to one of these systems to get black market goodies. It's the only one we haven't visited. Ryan's Fate. It's a desert shithole. It does have money from the restoration waiting there, so I may as well. Hey, Kiro, how are you doing? Tomville, it's a joke mech in the same way that the Irby's a joke mech. It's utterly shit if you don't know how to use it, but if you do know how to use it, it becomes kind of terrifying. Indeed, indeed. What type of pineapple pizza? If it was that ancient, almost lost tech recipe called Hawaiian, it's extremely good. No, it was literally just it was a pizza that just had pineapple on it. I think he was sending me a message, but I'm not sure. Hawaiian pizza isn't even Hawaiian; it's Canadian. Probably is. It's like tikka masala. It's a British curry. I think it was made in Scotland. I think. Last playthrough, I tried to collect only Kickstarter pilots. Too many of them had the same voice, and I got confused. That's pretty good. Street Gang, hello.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Hello, welcome to Ryan's Fate. It's the most happening place in the periphery. Found a Varak in the Discord. Yeah, he's just sat in the voice comms, isn't he? I don't think he realizes that I'm not going to be on at the moment because I'm streaming. I'm surprised he didn't notice the ding when I said, like, oh, going live in 5 minutes. So he might have, like, just come over and started trying to troll, but I guess he's resisted the urge. Was it Tikka Masala was created in Birmingham, was it, right? Yeah. I knew it was either Scotland or it was down south somewhere. I knew it wasn't the north of England. He's war chundering. Oh god. Which means he'll be sat there doing the traditional Varak every time he gets killed, and then blaming everything on his team, and it was never him, he was never wrong. I see, now it's Glasgow. I'm confused. Look, I know Tikka Masala was made somewhere in the British Isles. That's all I'll say. It's a Canadian version of a Japanese dish named after an American state. Yeah, yeah. Hey, BFG. How you doing?
Command interface initiated.
Intel suggests there's hostile Turian dickheads in the area, and they owe me money, and that's why I created this contract to collect, basically. So get out there, Commander. It's weird how fast my Annihilator is on the map on this.
Rolling. Sensors have something.
Right. Oh, is it a prime spot for an ambush? You don't fucking say. Oh no, look, it's the ambushies. The ambushers. The ambush eyes. The ambusherers. The croc ambush.
Standing by.
It's one of them and then some.
Full
So we'll go
speed.
double back
No
around
start.
the edge of the map and get these fuckers over here. Pincer of Fate, hey, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in the chat for a while. You, hope everything's good with you. Oh, well, trust you for to find the pilot called Succubus, huh?
Commander,
You dirty little eggbuff.
acknowledged.
I love the little dad-run arms on the Archer's animation. It's great. Might have been Vindaloo. Yeah, could have been. Could have been. So yeah, so you're just gonna now spend the rest of the stream just desperately trying to find the hidden fucking legendary drop that is the creator of the Vindaloo and Tikka Masala.
I'm receiving you.
Just fucking let's squidge all the lance together. Makes it easier for the artillery to kill them if there was artillery in the game, which luckily there isn't, so I don't have to worry. And of course the 20-tonner, seeing that on scanners, doesn't make the mistake of charging headlong into 4max, which is kind of surprising.
Waiting for orders.
Normally the AI's a little bit fucking gun happy, charges over the hill, fires one medium laser at you, misses, and then dies. Here's the rest of them. What have we got here? 55, 65 ton. Okay, that's quite the ambush you've got there. Oh, this ambush for little old me. Oh yeah, I'm currying favour. Oh, gosh. Totty, does Eddie still have that cloned Alexander Kerensky foot? Rough diamond sharp merchants have been selling those for decades. They tend to be a pain to get rid of. Yeah, he does. He's still very proud of it. He's got a little certificate of authenticity that says it's Kerensky's left foot and all the rest of it. He's absolutely besotted with the thing. I mean, I saw him walking up the corridor with it, jiggling it up and down as it bounced around. I don't know where he got it from. And between, you guys, I know in the pictures it's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure Alexander Kerensky was white, and this foot is, well, it's definitely African-American in origin, I'd say, Definitely from a black person. I haven't got the heart to tell him. It's either that or the skin has just gone a really off colour being in that jar for so long. But I'm pretty sure it isn't Kerensky's left foot, Meanwhile in Rogue Tech, oh shit, fuck, that's an entire battalion about it. Fuck, oh fuck, yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Commander?
Can't believe it, my throat, and I do apologise, chat, because I know it's probably not the best things to hear me fucking hacking up. It's really annoying, trust me. I'd rather not be coughing my fucking guts up, but
Reporting critical hit.
it's just decided, just this second,
Move order
you know what,
received.
I'm gonna start coughing. 2 Daves, hello! Did it have any Twix residue on it? You might have just some enterprising boffins. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time, 2 Daves, of having a boffin decide to, try and break out of the mold and go solo, so to speak. It does happen on occasion, and those ones usually get hunted down. We usually have people who are called what are they called, like edge runners. Moody solo types who hunt them down and retire them. It does happen. It's a heartbreak when it does, because they just want to be people as well. They want to be people too, but they just can't be in today's modern society. They're a threat. Pinterfate, yeah, I was absent for a while. Can say I'm doing good. Unfortunately, the closest person I've ever had didn't make it through 2020. I really miss her. Sorry for dumping it in the middle of a stream. I thought maybe it'd be easier with time, but, well, it isn't. No, that is completely understandable, Pinter. I'm very sorry to hear that, because I know you did post something in the Discord about that, so yeah, very, very sorry to hear that. I wish you all the best, man.
I'm there.
But, yeah. Yes, 2020. Really a pretty shitty year for everybody involved.
10-4.
Well, look at it this way, Pincer. I guess, you can maybe find some amusement in watching Britain go to shit now that they're out of the EU. Just slowly watch it burn and sink while somebody plays on top of a building somewhere. Oh, fuck's sake. Wait, Annihilator. Over that pissing hill. Right, what is it? An enforcer.
Standing by.
Right.
Confirmed.
Let's see. Well, if we've got another shot before we overheat, let's try a headshot.
Fire in.
Boop. Boop. No. But
Guarding
yeah,
critical hit.
Boffin's going rogue basically is not unusual. What's this stuff? I'm just waiting for the cables to cut you, so you can float off into the Atlantic, going full unsinkable carrier in the quest to restore the Empire.
Commander?
Well, I didn't want to spoil it, but yes, we are all gearing up for the grand sale. They're gonna name it the Titanic 2, didn't you know? The entire adventure,
Target confirmed.
because that went so well the first time. What would be your go-to country to get annexed by Spain, France, or Crownland? Oh, are those the three I get to choose from, Papa? Shana, when is Scotland gonna go scox it from the UK? Scogs it? Yeah, that'd be a weird one.
Waiting.
I think as soon as they, I mean, as far as the SMP are concerned, as soon as they possibly can, and I would love to be able to maybe have the ability to say, I want to be Scottish and I wish to leave and rejoin the EU. That's how I'd want to go about it.
That hurt.
Oh yeah, we're gonna start the Britain games. That's right. Yeah. Let's see. Country to be annexed by Spain. Well, probably not France. That kind of happened anyway with the whole Norman invasion thing. I mean, they were basically French, and that led to centuries of conflict. So I don't really want that. Spain tried it. Yeah, there was the whole Armada thing, and that didn't really. I wasn't really a fan of that either. So probably Germany. we've got links with Germany. You know, the royal families were linked for a long while. I mean, for quite a long period, barring two rough spots. You know, Britain and Germany have been quite friendly with each other over the years. So yeah, probably Germany. What? They come from fucking Normandy, Val. Come on, they were basically French. Yes, I know they were a bunch of invading fucking Nords. Norway invaded Scotland and bits of the northeast, but they didn't take the whole country though, did they? They took a couple of kingdoms.
Standing by.
Or else you wouldn't have had that whole Battle of 1066 anyway, with the whole Normans taking over. Can I suggest being taken over by the Netherlands? They hitched a ride on your guys' carriers for quite a while. I don't know. I think Frum would be a bit too smug over that. And don't even get me started on what Goob would be like. I'm going to get myself a drink. I'll be back in a second. Fucking orange juice. That's what I need. Actually, I need some of that stuff Andy Serkis used when he was voice recording for Gollum. His Gollum juice. Need some of that. The Yorkies were weak and Lancashire suffered for it twice.
Commander?
Yes, the Saxons. Yeah, that's a good point. And the Saxons did get there first and did rather well. Hence the whole Anglo-Saxon thing. I remember years ago there was this documentary of dumb fuckers, and it was one of those genetic like DNA things. You know, like what kind of genes are in your DNA that are like from different parts of the world. So like there was one very upper middle class woman who discovered that she actually had some Chinese like ancestry, that kind of thing, and there were these couple of right muppets who said that they were 100% angle, which is fucking impossible. There cannot be anyone left in this country who would actually be 100% like Anglo. It just can't be. But these people, they didn't look like they were the brightest sparks anyway. But they were so like, oh yeah, that's what we are. We are some of the last Angles in all of Britain, and it was a horrible thing that happened with the Saxon invasion and the raping of our country. And it's like, so they took obviously the DNA samples around, they checked genetics, and of course they're not fucking Angle at all. And then they sued the company. It was fucking amazing. This ridiculous lawsuit that they ran. Overkill, 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 boom, 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 boom. Hey Muffin, how you doing? The first invaders were the Romans, so clearly Italy should annex you. This is going to be controversial, but I don't count the Romans as Italians. I count the Romans as a different group of people because they got their fucking shit together and like held the whole country together. And held a massive empire, and then when it became Italy, the Italian states just couldn't not like fight each other for fucking centuries.
Standing by.
But they do have good food. I mean, pizza, right?
I'm there.
Alternatively, all this is to try. Why not break the UK into kingdoms that match up with those during the Roman invasion? Oh, well, if we broke down into the kings we had around about the time of the Norse invasion, I mean, what would you've got Mercia, Wessex, there's a few others, aren't there? I forget.
Waiting for orders.
Was it like Cumbria? I think Cumbria was one of the nations, wasn't it? One of the kingdoms.
Full speed, no target.
Ah, good to hear, Muffin. Good to hear. Kiro and me, if we're going to go off of previous earliest invasions, maybe we should hand things over to the Irish and see how that goes. It's flipped on its head. What, have it all run by the Picts and the Celts? Sail Britain over to Australia. I suppose it could work. A lot of people would like the change in weather. He's got this hunchback left now who's playing.
Commander?
He's playing very rum. He's playing a rum game here. He doesn't seem to want to be spotted. He doesn't want to die.
10-4.
This is Pops. I'm hereby to inform you about your DNA test you took on, and I got to tell you, you're 100% retard. Yes. Go back to the other thing. I think you're right there. I agree with you, 100% there on that one. Pops, definitely there. You can spot Brits in Australia like lobsters, yeah.
Standing by.
Don't tan so much as just kind of boil.
Rolling.
I know I would. I couldn't. I couldn't fucking suntan at all. I'd just burn. I know that for a fact. Me and the sun don't get along very well. Never have, never will. Don't like summer personally. It's not my favourite. Yeah, it's not my favourite time of the year, to be honest. I like this time of the year, where it's cold, because I find it easier to stay warm than it is to cool down. Plus, I never fucking go anywhere, so I don't give a shit about summer. Plus, being completely addicted to computer gaming pretty much my entire life,
10-4.
summer was always the shit time of the year where all the games that I'm waiting for aren't out yet, and I don't give a crap, and I just want it to be over so I can fucking play the games that I want. Why aren't they out now? Fuck you, devs. I'm gonna send a death threat over Twitter. Fuck you, dev. Oh my god, why isn't it out yet? Oh, did everyone see that CD Projekt Red apologized? Everyone see that? They bent over. They said apologize. Now they're kissing ass.
Coordinates received.
I watched Angry Joe's reviewing it yesterday. I largely agreed with it as well, thinking back to it. The thing that I agreed the most with was that the problem was the bugs would appear. They'd leer out of the darkness at you while you were enjoying the game. And then they just kind of took you out from the game, and then I just don't want to play it anymore.
Light damage.
I probably will go back and finish it at some point, but right now I'm not really that bothered.
I'm there.
Oh, what's this? Yeah, my folks did one of those DNA test things. Turns out my entire family is basically Norwegian. Oh, there you go. That's not a bad thing. That's reet fucking interesting. That is. I'd really be interested myself to see what it is. As far as going by what my parents had told me, I believe mine would be a mixture of it's probably some Irish, a little bit of German if my dad isn't lying through his arse, and
I'm receiving
what was one of the others? Possibly Welsh, I think it was. But I don't know. I don't really know. Hello, cousin. You haven't had any of those books inside, but I know there's people who haven't had like any of the hilarious game-breaking ones. I've had weird ones. I've not had any like bad crashes with it or any of the sort of like blue screening. I know some people have had absolute nightmares with the game, and obviously the console versions, the less said about them, the better. Oh, Papa, you switched to Tarkov from Cyberpunk. Now, you see, here's the thing. I love the concept of Escape from Tarkov, but I can't fucking play it to save my life. I'm just terrible at it. And I got really frustrated. Like, the bro, he loves Tarkov, and it was really bad that he hasn't really played it a lot since he had that fall, and it was annoying for him because at the time that's what he was really enjoying. He was playing a lot of Tarkov, and then he got a shoulder injury and he obviously couldn't use a mouse without hurting himself. Master 156, hello, lurker. Scouts, yes, yes, my parents. Most of my extended family are Scouts, yes.
This should be good.
Fuck's sake.
Target down.
It's like he's trying to send me a message. Oh, the problem I have with Tarkov, I love scavving it up. Scavving is great in Tarkov. It's really fun. Where the fuck is... Where's the leader again? The leader. We love the leader. Where is he? I thought he would have waddled into view. I know it's a quick draw. I just don't know where the fuck he is. Ah, there he is.
Order
I had a
acknowledged.
vague recollection that he was somewhere in that direction.
Ordinance received. Rolling.
The if your save game exceeds 8 meg, your entire playthrough's fucked bugs seemed rather severe. Yeah, that was a fun one.
Commander?
I think I was lucky with that one because I hadn't played a hell of a lot of it at the point where that bug was discovered and since patched. What's this? 2 days from 2 different directions too: Irish, Welsh, and northeast England, Durham-ish. But somehow my family seems to have just travelled the country collecting Scandinavian genes. It's like Pokemon, I guess.
Waiting
Yeah.
for order.
Guess it is. Yeah.
Ordinance received.
Townfall. So every Friday in Arma, I play an event that's 120 player PvP. I'm thinking of making a mission where one team must get a flag from one side of the map to the other, only using go-karts. The other side must defend with their own go-karts. That sounds fucking awesome, Townfall. You have to fucking record that or stream it or something, because that sounds like it would be amazing to watch. It's go-karting around the Arma map. I need to get back into Squad and Postscriptum. I really enjoyed those games. Mainly for the... Just when the big fights got started and there was just all the convo going on, there's tons of fucking gunfight. Both of those games were amazing for those moments. Culture. I already knew my dad's side was English and Welsh. My mum's side was originally Scots-Irish. My cousin did one of those testing and it said there's Italian in there.
Standing by.
Oh, it gets streamed. I'm getting a hard no from the staff, but damn it, I might make it. Damn it, I might make it. No, you should. You can't have an idea as good as that, as entertaining as that, and not have it recorded or streamed. Like, will you be taking part, Townfall, or are you going to be the sort of Zeus where you get the overhead view, you'll be able to kind of fly around and watch it all happening?
Commander?
Because this just sounds like one of those things that would just be so much fun to be a sort of overall sort of like bird's eye view type thing.
Primary target damage, Commander.
Primary target damage. He's had the
Waiting
best
for orders.
opportunity to basically just walk off the field, but you know, AI in this game. The smuggler, ambush forces, and reinforcements at any point where he could have been like, yeah, you know what? I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like, I've paid these guys to basically kill themselves for me, so yeah, so long, thanks for the fish. But no, he just stood there dutifully. He just thought, you know what? I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna fight when my turn calls for a headshot. I'm not gonna get the salvage anyway, so it doesn't matter. Playing, I can link a vid of a mission I made the other day that got streamed. It's called Friday Night Fights, and it's just fantastic. Yeah, link it in the Discord for us. If you don't mind, that'd be fun to watch. I got an AC, a Kaliyama AC20. Nice. Do dee dee doo do do. Dee 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 diddly dee diddly dee dee diddly dee dee diddly diddly dee diddloo dee 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 doo 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 dun 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 doo doo. Sorry, I've just got the sort of later Tom Baker, Peter Davison run of Doctor Who through my head. What's that, Master Wolf? Is it that coronavirus is catching? I'll stay away as I don't want finding by the police. What, you mean you don't want to come down here, Master 156, and fucking sit around a table with me, the bro, not Simon's friend, and play some tabletop Battletech? Is that what you're fucking telling me, Master 156? Is that what you're telling me?
Command interface.
Copyright struck by the BBC for humming the theme, yeah. Why does it feel like Tom Baker's staring at you? He's always staring at you.
Good to go, Commander.
With his big fucking wide-eyed smile.
Moving out. Coordinates received.
Next season, well, next season of Doctor Who, Papa Slump, thoughts? It's dead. The show's dead. And they need to completely change direction and kill it with fire, basically. Terrible writing, terrible people to put in charge of the writing, and poor casting choices across the board. Yeah, it's been.
We've got an unknown on.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. It was terrible, completely and utterly fucking terrible, from start to finish. The completely unnecessary woke need to gender swap a character that doesn't need to be gender swapped resulted in writing from a person who has described Doctor Who as being a show that he was never interested in to begin with an actress who's never read anything or watched anything to do with the character at all, with storylines that talk down to the audience and overall are just insulting to long-time fans. So yeah, terrible, 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 terrible fucking decision from start to finish. They should put the show on ice for a year, hire Mark Gatiss to become the new chief writer. Get a whole new writing team in. Hopefully, I would bring in as many people who wrote classic Doctor Who stories, if as possible, if I could, alongside newer people who have written some fucking sci-fi.
Standing by.
I would also alter the show's format. So it was a series of 8 to 10 episodes, with each story being 2 episodes each, to actually allow the stories to fucking breathe, rather than it just being a ridiculous speed run. How fast can we introduce villains, characters, and conclusion within 50 minutes? And yeah, make it as close to the classic Doctor Who as possible, without it, I don't know, taking up too much fucking time and money. Neil Gaiman would be a great choice to write Doctor Who as well. He's got a pretty good idea. He's what the fuck he'd be doing as well. Basically anyone other than fucking Chris Chibnall, basically.
Reporting. Serious armor loss.
The problem was, Pablo, with changing the Doctor's gender. It's not inherently the fact that changing to woman is bad. It's the fact that it was clearly done to pander. It was done just to get points with people who actually don't give a shit about Doctor Who. That's all that was for.
Engaging multiple
People on
targets.
Twitter who complain, and the weird thing is, it's Doctor Who. You could have had any other number of characters who were spin-offs.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Anyone includes Michael, I ruin your childhood, Bay. Well, I would be surprised if the BBC had anywhere near the budget to pay for someone like fucking Michael Bay. Oh god, no, my crap.
I'm losing weapon systems.
Fortunately,
Waiting for orders.
I don't think we have to worry about old Mikey boy turning up and fucking shit up. But
I.
yeah, it's oh, fucking hell, it was bad. What's this called? Last time I watched Doctor Who, Paul McGann was having a crack at it. Oh god, you're talking about the one with Julia Roberts' fucking brother playing the Master. He was the guy who said that he didn't want to do an English accent because he thought it sounded too gay. So that's why the Master in that was, he just did his own voice. Ouch. Wow. Really fucking up the crab. Crab's gotta go hide behind a rock next turn. Well, no, man, that's it. It's like, as I said, I don't inherently have anything wrong with the gender swap thing, but you could tell at that point it was purely being done to pander to a specific audience of people who aren't actually Doctor Who fans. That was the issue with it. Yeah, I'd be surprised if that hit. That was funny though. What's it? Gender swaps have been done really well. Starbuck from Galactica example, but this one was just sitting pink for what views. Yeah. Plus, remember that the Starbuck gender swap thing happened long before all of this shit started happening, where it was all there was the gender politics and stuff like that. You know, it was a creative decision, and for the large part, I don't think people had any issue with it. There might have been a few people who found it a bit odd that, you know, a character that they liked from the original 70s series was suddenly, like, attractive, but, you know.
Damage minimal.
It's, Kira, it's the Star Wars sequel syndrome. It wasn't made for fans. Yeah, that's it. That is the problem. They took Doctor Who and they, you know, took it around the back of the shed and beat it to death with its wokeness. And again, there's no shortage of characters that you could have just brought in who were, you know, now just like another Time Lord. Good actor's a good writer. And here's the thing, Jodie Whittaker isn't a bad actress. I've seen her in shows like Broadchurch, and she's perfectly fine in the role. But in this capacity, where you ask her to play a character that she clearly has no interest in playing, where she has gone on the record to say that she's never watched Doctor Who, so she has no frame of reference for the character, why should I care? And so, of course, her performance is crap. Fuck you, SRM carry.
Enemy unit destroyed.
For a single season, can we Mando as the Doctor? Not the actor, just straight up Mando it.
Commander?
Well, there again, there's a great example of turning the ship around. You know, from the disaster that was the last of that trilogy of Star Wars movies to allowing Dave Filoni to create a Star Wars series
All right.
that was, not only was it live action, but it also had great callbacks, so far a really nice finish that helped to redeem a character that had been so shit on from such a great height that really didn't deserve it. That I've not heard anyone really have anything severely negative to say about the series. It's, you know, it's not like The Mandalorian series 1 and 2 have been perfect across the board, but it's been a very enjoyable watch.
Reading you.
And, you know, I think it can only really go from strength to strength, whereas, you know,
Alright,
Doctor Who
let's
can only
move.
go down, really, at this point. Yes, Totty, you're right. Yeah, the actor, the writer, Christopher Nolan, actually doesn't like Doctor Who at all, so he's a terrible choice. He filled the writing team with people who had written dramas.
Commander? Rolling.
I've also, I don't know if anyone else watches any of the other channels around that, but there's a guy
Yes, Commander.
whose channel name is, well, his character's called Victor Van Doomcock, basically. He styles himself as this kind of, you know, like 1950s like TV serial villain, like Flash Gordon style, and he has a few insiders working in places like Lucasfilm, and of recent, a couple of days back, apparently they're already working on retconning those more recent Star Wars films to the point where they will no longer be canon. So they're just going to be completely thrown out, basically. They're going to redo it. That apparently the Ahsoka series is going to start with her having a conversation with Anakin's Force Ghost at the same episode where the Mandalorian meets her. She has a conversation with him. He explains that she can't be the one who trains the child, that his son will be the one that trains the child, and she has a more important task ahead of her. And apparently, the rewrite is going to be that when Vader chucks the Emperor down that shaft in the second Death Star, the flash of effects that you see is supposed to be him accessing the location from Rebels. I always call it the space in between, but it's basically like a kind of almost like a time travel type mechanic thing, like, or some kind of reality jumping device. He goes into that anyway, and Ahsoka's waiting for him there, and she kills the Emperor, thus preventing all of the events from those 3 films from ever happening. And apparently it's pretty credible information. Is it called The Space in Between? I couldn't remember if that was it, whether it was one that I made up. And yes, Kira, you're right. The Mandalorian is made by people who do actually give a shit about the source material. Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, as far as I know, she'll be waiting for the Emperor there when he appears. Because
10-4.
that continuity is supposed to be a version where he did succeed, and then he goes to Exegol, and that's where he hides. That's the most sci-fi name. As far as I know, yeah, it's the space in between, and it's from Rebels. If you haven't seen that series, it's worth a watch. Oh, Max got really beat up in this mission. fucking people outside making so much noise. Kanan, best Jedi. It's kind of weird that he's voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. as well.
Waiting for orders.
Freddie Prinze Jr. has had a much better voice acting career than he's had an actual acting career, in my opinion. Because he's not a great actor, but he's a voice actor. He's pretty good. Of course, Disney messed Star Wars up so badly that they're retconning a retcon. Fucking hilarious. Yeah.
I'm here.
Well, again, the Rebels finale, of course. I mean, most of it is the writing stuff was headed by Dave Filoni, who did Mandalorian. So, again, you can see that there's someone who actually gives a shit about the product.
Confirmed. Mech destroyed.
Also, Rebels finale gave actual tears. Kira, isn't the space between us a Roxy music song? What's this part result? Wing Commander? Yeah, I'll be honest. I never actually got to play Wing Commander back in the day. I think I may have played it once on someone else's computer, but I know it's heresy. I know, heresy there. But I've never been able to play. Oh, the Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh Christ, yeah. Sorry, I just remembered. Yes, the Wing Commander movie. It's so bad. The Wing Commander movie is I think it sits in that space of being so bad it's good kind of thing. Like it's a good bad movie.
Systems holding. I'm here. Standing by.
Shut down. Oh, shut the front door.
10-4.
Also, Chilgamini got to fight his missus in Rebels. Oh, right. Townfault, seen Rebels, seriously love it, especially Thrawn, always been a fan of him. The recent books are superb and Thrawn in Rebels was perfect. Yeah, they did do his character really well. Yeah, that leg got sheared off, didn't it? Let's see if we can cut the other leg off.
All weapons committed.
Yes, we can.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission
Well,
successful.
I mean, the bro's been sort of watching the Rebels again in the background, and so I've been kind of earwigging it. I feel that the villains at least had some development, and their ultimate fate was kind of interesting. The fact that they did, villains did die in Rebels, I thought was quite interesting. Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar played the Sixth Sister. Ah, you know what? I was wondering why the voice was familiar. Something else that's been nice. EA seems to have fixed itself when it comes to Star Wars. Squadrons and Fallen Order are great games. Yes, I agree with that. They are very fun. Also, the newer heads of EA are apparently glad that they're finally losing the exclusivity since it's less pressure on them. Well, I think it was stupid of Disney to allow a single company to be the only one that can make games for Star Wars. That was a really bad move on their part. Oh no. Oh no, my bambino. My crab. Oh, medium laser and 3 heat sinks need replacing. Do. That's a lot of money. It's a lot more hard-earned fucking cash. So at least none of the pilots are injured, which is good. How many days have we got to wait? 9 days with thievery happening in 3. But we do have a fair number of contracts here, don't we? So probably just have to sit around. What else have we got? We've got a battle. Another battle. 3 battles, which we can make 700,000, 650,000. Yeah, I can make a lot of money off all this. Yeah, we'll sit. We'll wait.
I've got the financial report.
Yeah, what was like the Grand Inquisitor? He was a weird one because all the others were like, you know, third brother, second cousin, you know, eighth uncle, stuff like that. What the fuck was he in the hierarchy of it as the Grand Inquisitor? Was he one of the brothers? Was he different? Plus, for anyone who's playing Fallen Order, I really wish there was a way that you could have saved the second sister because she was fit as fuck. It's like, Cal, no, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with the Dathomirian witch girl, right, but second sister, right? He was the leader, right, yeah, yeah, he was a step beneath Vader, as rightly should be. He's starting Rebels again today, oh no. We've put Kulsh into a spiral. He can't pull out of that, he's finished. We just have to leave Kulsh. Kulsh is in death spiral now. Sequel trilogy gets retconned. I felt a great disturbance in the Force, then millions of voices cried out in relief. No, this is the wrong contract. No. 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 Not happening. Sorry, Kamea. No, we're not doing that one. We're not doing a fucking training day mission. I completely misread that. You know what, fuck it, we're going on a different system. Yeah, Disney Plus have very slowly started to get their ass into gear. This is true. They have actually bothered.
By your command.
Oh yeah, WandaVision. Episode 1 and 2 of that arrived today as well. And by arrived today, I mean on alternate viewing platforms. If not today, then tomorrow, I guess. Interested actually seeing Scarlet Witch and Vision get some proper screen time. WandaVision front. It's the MCU. It's the first of the MCU TV series on Disney Plus that actually have the actors from the films and everything. Cole's just been lost in the woods the last 4 days designing the axolotl. WandaVision. Do 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 do. WandaVision.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
What's this time for? By the way, apparently Disney technically owns the rights to the Battletech TV series. I now kind of want Filoni to make one. Yeah, they do kind of own it because the company that did have the broadcast rights were bought or were a subsidiary of Disney. They've since been folded into the main sort of Disney family. So yes, somewhere in the vault somewhere, all those Battletech episodes are lying around waiting to be used by Disney at some point. How is it that a Banshee 3S is worth more than a fucking Annihilator 1A? How does that make sense? What's it got in it that makes it more important? Oh, it's not got any lost tech on it. No, I don't get it. I don't get how a 95 tonner is worth more than a 100 tonner. Now, I understand the Griffin 2N because it's got an ERPPC, 2 SRM6, double heat sinks. That makes sense for the cost to be higher because, yeah, someone's going to go, oh, well, you know, it's fucking lost tech, mate. Yeah, what have you got there? Lost tech. Okay. Oh, let me back the fuck up here. You got lost tech. Okay. Oh, fucking javelin parts. I can't get enough of the javelin parts. Give me the javelin parts. Fucking bullshit. Fucking throat. Another hour to go yet. Another hour to go yet, throat. We're going to get through this. Whether you want to or not. Is this the one? Oh, it's the one with the PPC. I don't want the Highlander with the PPC. I don't want a Highlander with a PPC. Basically, you've got two choices. Bob Hope, no hope. We've got one mission for you. Raiding party. Okay, well, got a counter offer for you there. I'm gonna fuck off over here instead. How about that?
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Arguably, Kira. Yeah, the Vision and Wanda are probably the two of the stronger Avengers. Strongest. I mean, I think we're forgetting Wonder Man. He's fucking indestructible. And can fire, was it ion beams and shit from his hands? Though luckily they never brought him in yet. Oh, give it time. He'd have to be created by Baron Zemo. Yes, Wanda did rewrite the entire Marvel Universe for a brief time.
Got a new financial report for you.
Sean Connery was the best Avenger. Wanda did what should have been done a long time ago, which was basically reduce the number of fucking mutants because they'd gotten out of hand. That's what she did. Well, someone must have walked into the Marvel writing office and saw this colossal wall that just reached up so far into the sky there were clouds forming past a certain altitude. They went, "What the fuck is this?" Oh, that's our collection of every single mutant that's ever been created in Marvel Comics since 1980. You fucking what, mate? How many mutants do we have? Right, no. We're fucking stripping this back. We're gonna... No. Get rid of a load of them. My biggest complaint, though, about the whole thing is why? Why did you do that to the Blob? Huh? Why did you depower Blob? Blob is amazing. Blob's great. I hear that Wanda's going to multiverse Battletech to allow Voltron to exist in the same universe. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Hemsworth's Thor actually get like a full series as well. I guess that's the possibility, though. If these series are popular enough, I could see them maybe going into making some full-on series with different characters like that. We already saw the trailer for the Loki series, and Black Widow is definitely spotted there. So now I can't help but feel that that Disney might be regretting the whole killing Black Widow thing, and they might be looking for a way to write her back in. Because I'm sure that the world's oldest method of convincing an actor to come back to the role is that. I forgot the fucking what's the name for it? Money. That's it. If you dump enough money on their doorstep, they tend to come back to the role. So yeah, I could definitely see, Black Widow turning up again in the future. Anyone seen the awful Ark trailer with Vin Diesel? I thought he was just working on a game. I thought, like, is he working like a TV show or something? Although, I don't know about anyone else, but the setting for the Ark games just kind of felt like Arthur Conan Doyle's Lost World, just if it was on a spaceship
Roger.
instead.
Rolling. Coordinates received.
There's a TV show set for 2022. Oh god, no. A Steiner Scout Squad could have taken on Thanos, of course. And they weren't even really up for a fight. They were just having a look around.
Coordinates received.
No, the spores. Oh fuck. Yeah, don't run through the spores.
I'm there. Coordinates received.
DC stuff does work on the CW. Yeah, you're right there, Master 106. There is a quite following for the TV series based on DC properties, but their films just don't seem to hit the mark, do they? Are these orky spores? They might be pincer. They might be. And I think the reason we don't want to step in these, because the reason is we'll destroy all those beautiful orc boys. And if those orc boys are destroyed,
Waiting
then
for
who's going to
orders.
continue the war? You know? That's the important thing. I'm actually, I know some people weren't very hyped for it, but I'm actually kind of interested in Darktide. I've watched the gameplay trailer for it a couple of times now, and though yes, a developer will kind of pimp up visuals and stuff to make it look prettier,
Full
I
throttle.
did actually quite like the look of it. I like the Adeptus Mechanicus woman just like going ham with the hammer. That looked kind of fun. The Ogren also looks fucking hilarious. I also like the fact there was a comment under it that said like someone said like I was amazed that the advanced Ogren could reload his weapon without having a stroke. I thought that was pretty amazing.
Engaging target.
That was it looks fun. I really wish that they'd have a release date for it. And I am gonna do the traditional beg for copy. I would like copy for review purpose now, please, Kay, thanks. Oh, she's not Adeptus Mechanicus, she's Adeptus Ministorum / Ecclesiarchy. Oh, okay. See, I don't know enough about the lore. I just saw her in like the Adeptus Mechanicus looking gear, so I just thought she was maybe a member of that. Breathe in the spores, they'll open your mind. No, BFG, no. I know that's what happens in Australia, but it's no. Well, that's the joke, course. Yeah, there's like people remarking on the Ogren being able to reload the gun that he's got. This like weird like shotgun grenade launcher thing. But there is plenty of footage of him just hitting stuff with the gun, so you know they've stayed true to form there.
Full throttle.
Let's hope Fat Shark will come up with better crafting for Darktide.
Waiting for orders.
You know what my biggest disappointment was with Vermintide
Commander.
2 was I understood Vermintide 1 not having like a lot of expansion in the sense of new enemies and stuff. It was the first game. They didn't want to blow a lot of budget and stuff, especially on a gamble essentially. But the second game, there's a built-in fan base. You had the opportunity to really expand it. And I was glad that there were Nurgle and Skaven, but I would have loved to have just seen them go, right, here's more like, here's orcs, here's goblins, here's fucking chaos of varying types. Here's fucking screw it, dark elves and fucking undead, like vampire counts and shit. Give us loads of enemies. Give us new characters. Like, where's a Bretonian questing knight, for instance? That would have been awesome. Is it bad that I want a Commissar character in Darktide and they just lift the lines from the Inquisitor in Vermintide? Fat Shark's promised to continuously update Darktide with new enemies. That would be great.
Waiting for orders.
Because the core gameplay loop is fun, but the main problem is that if the enemies after a time get boring to kill or fight because they're too predictable, I don't know, you're just not that interested, are you? Past a certain point. Wow, she really disliked that right leg. Oh, like a lizard man character in Vermintide, that would have been fun. A high elf character would have been cool. I know they had those like class, like basically skins that changed the classes and stuff. And you could pretend, but it was still the same character, still the same voice lines and everything.
Commander.
Yeah, a commissar in Darktide would be fun as fuck.
I'm there.
There is no retreat in this. You will stand and you will fight, kind of thing. I like the commissar from Dawn of War. He was great. When you would oh, that was another thing. I wish more fucking RTS games would do this, but the attachment system where you could attach officers and stuff to squads. So much fun. I love attaching a commissar to a guardsman squad and just executing a member of the squad to restore morale. There is no retreat in the Empire. Just like some poor fucking private just gets his head ventilated. The overly shouted commissar was so good. Gird your loins, men, for the orcs are coming. Kind of thing is just...
Enemy mech destroyed.
Question, will we get to stop the Tyranids from stealing our genes? I hear that... I hear that depanting people's becoming an issue on some worlds. Where's my fucking genes gone? Gene-stealing bastards. A proper cowardly sneaky one like Commissar Caiaphas Cain would also be fucking brilliant, yeah.
Waiting for
Oh, don't worry, man. I'm going to get help. I'd love to see a sequel to Space Marine. That was a good game. Combat was chunky and fun in that. I think that's one of the problems. There's loads of games that are made in the Warhammer and 40k universe that by these developers that are good, but they never get the opportunity to follow up and make a good sequel.
standing by. Ordnance received.
Fun fact: Caiaphas Cain is a descendant of Edmund Blackadder. That is awesome. I love that idea.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
That's why I changed to wearing trackies or combat paints. Ain't no gene stealer getting mine.
Critical hit,
This
Commander.
idea now that the Nids have a specific breed that rob your denim. Oh man. They're just decked out in like triple denim. Fucking stonewashed jeans.
I.
This sounds like one of the last times I played tabletop, I had a commissar tank, a Baneblade, and organised my cards with the fire bag with grenade launchers.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Muffin, to be honest, I'd rather play as a strike team for a growing gene stealer cult. Could have a warrior, a lictor, one of those thrope types for characters. Oh yeah, seen it from the other side. So like, you're just like munching on brains and shit. That would be kind of fun. You know, why not diversify a bit? You know, why not just let players fucking have fun, right? There's loads of people. Does anyone remember Fire Warrior when that came out? That it only came out on console, so it only be for people who may have played on like PS2 and stuff. But 40k Fire Warrior. Nowadays, what a fucking brilliant setting that would be. Getting to play as Tau in like a first-person shooter. There's all these great little ideas that just kind of get lost. They could continue.
Commander? I'm there. Take this!
Right, is this fucking Centurion just ever going to give up the ghost and fucking die? No, go. Good God.
That hit something good.
And it gets knocked over. Yeah, it was PS2, Varg. You had it on that then. If you imagine if they did Fire Warrior now, modern effects, do it on PC as well as other consoles, and you had it like a squad-based one.
Waiting for orders.
With like like everything's got to have co-op these days. So you do like a co-op one where you're all playing as a squad of like different Tau types. That would be cool. Like someone's in the XV-88 Crisis battle suit. You got somebody who's like in a stealth suit. You got somebody else who's a fire warrior, and you got someone else who's, I don't know, like a wanky ethereal, so I don't know, like Silex or some shit.
I'm here. Location confirmed.
Right. Yes, now trebuchets, nice broad, flat torsos to shoot at, die very easily. Tomfolk, I'm just now picturing a level in Dark Tide where you go to a space station, everyone there has their pants missing, and every enemy you encounter is wearing them. The heresy of the event is then purged from the records, and the Tyranids send a message saying it was a terrible misunderstanding. I play Tau on tabletop, so I'd love that kind of thing. Yeah, I got like a bit of a Tau army put together years ago now. Except the person I was playing it against had Space Marines, so it was woefully unbalanced at every possible occasion. It was like, turn 1, move a little bit. Turn 2, fire everything with your fire warrior squads and other ranged weapons. Couple of Space Marines die. Turn 3, Space Marines get into close combat, dead. That was it. Well, turn 2 to be some return fire. Most of your fire warriors just evaporate from bolts of fucking rounds flying into them because Space Marines OP, and then it would be just knifey, stab, assault marines, frag grenades, dead. Oh, great. Well, alright, well, GG. Thanks for the game. It took an hour to set up the table, and 10 minutes to end it all in glorious, gory fashion. Tried to switch things up by having some Kroot and some Kroot hounds to try and absorb, like get involved in the hand-to-hand fight. So usually by turn 2, Kroot hounds murderized by long-range weapons fire, usually from Devastator Marines, and then stabby, fuck, face eye socket dead. It usually went that route. I think I've just gone Guardsman for tabletop, just using Valkyries to quickly deploy and then grenade launchers to murder people seems to work unusually well. Ah, well, you see, Shanno, the reason I'm getting the C-bills is because I want to buy just a whole mech from the store. Hey, I want to buy a mech from the store. Now, one of these had an Atlas. Now, that's the DHT parts, but I need 4 because of the settings I've made it, because I'm a fucking idiot. I think it was this planet that had the good stuff, so we're just going to go over there and have a quick look. I murder-fuck Space Marines quite regularly against my mates. It was back a few editions, though my buddy's dice rolls were, for saves were comically bad. Yeah, I think one of the games I had a half-decent round of shooting where all of the saves were really shit, and so, like, more than half the squad were killed, and there was a morale check, and they broke, and it was like, oh, this could actually go the other way, and then, it was still murderfuck. I did like Guardsmen. I like the idea of the Guardsmen. Especially a lot of their gear, their vehicles and stuff look kind of fun. Celebrate the festival lights! I find it hilarious that you can buy mech parts to make a complete mech for a third less than a whole mech, yeah. Sorry. And... it's cycled the stock. What the fuck is on this Warhammer? Double heat sinks, ERPPC pulse lasers. Oh no, no pulse lasers. Just optimized capacitors. Fucking targeting computer. Small pulse. Oh, the only pulse it has is a small pulse. For 18 million. Ooh, it's a bit rum. But yeah, there's the parts for a 7A. 1.8 million each, or 18.2 for the whole thing. But then that's just to build the frame. That's not, obviously, not with the equipment involved, so... Because I don't know how much they cost. Thank you. Thank you. What are the contracts like? There's assassinate. There's a battle. Trap sprung. Yeah, okay. Alright, fuck it. Speaking of bad die rolls, it turns out that the Lucifer in tabletop is a great aerospace. I keep getting shot down thanks to horrendously bad luck, causing me to fail pilot skill rolls, and then having to fight with my aerospace on the ground. The front of the Lucifer has more armor than assault mechs. If you play with 7 parts and not install weapons on completion, it's cheaper to outright buy a mech, but who plays that setting? Not me. I don't play that setting. I refuse. There are 6 parts for a Blurg 1G. Highlanders only one. There's no Atlas parts here. I was checking to see if there's any DHT Atlas parts, so I've flown back and bought all the bits for that. An ER small laser. A fucking ridiculous LRM-20. Let's buy a Klops. They call it Klopsy. Yeah, you're getting scrapped. Sorry, Enforcer. Right. Well, I mean, this is the last of this pirate stream, to be honest. There's 136 days remaining, but I don't... Let's face it, we've not really been doing piracy for a long time, to be honest. It's not even really viable to do any piracy anyway, to be honest. Wait a minute, I might... Oh no, it's the Torrents. I thought it was pirates for a second. No, wait a minute. The fuck? Don't reset my options straight after, you bastard. Cyclops. Bloop. Put you in there. You do actually have equipment, right? I'm not going to launch this and you're just going to be a punch clops. Because if you are, that's what you're doing. Do 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 do. Ugh, gotta wash my hair after this. Oh, I fucking hate having greasy hair. It makes my forehead all fucking horrible. I gotta wash that shit. Oh, I gotta shave. And an hour from now, well, an hour from then, I've got to go out of the house and play everyone's favourite game of 2020. Avoid coronavirus, so I can go to the dentist and pick something up and then grab a prescription for somebody and all the rest of it. Oh, and pick myself up a Terry's Chocolate Orange, because that's what I want. I want a Terry's Chocolate Orange. I am addicted to Terry's Chocolate Orange at the moment, and I want one. It's delicious. Of course, the Terry's has to be just the right temperature for consumption. It can't just be straight out of the fridge. No, it's got to be that nice, slightly softer, like, chocolate. It's just very easy to just consume one and then go, oh, I could have another. Oh, I could have. Oh. You know what? I'm going to have another segment of Terry's Chocolate Orange. Until the end, you feel really horrible that you've just eaten all of that chocolate orange. You feel terrible and also extremely satisfied. Some might say terribly satisfied. You feel all of these things and more.
I'm there.
You also need to shave your hair. It keeps getting trapped in it because my beard's like Velcro. Ah, Commando. Fond memories from that. And Commando Lawn Dart. Oh yes, yeah, I meant to tell you. That new Comstar system arrived, so now I'm no longer stuck trying to moderate these streams on something less advanced than Alden's Toe. Oh, nice, nice. Good to hear, Kira. Good to hear. It's almost been a bit of a shame. There's been no need to swing the banhammer. No bots jumping up, but there's still time. There's still time for a bot to jump in. I need to wash my hat. Yes, hat. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry, BFG. We got you covered on that one. Don't you worry. We all knew what you meant. He's bald.
Roger. Target confirmed.
Lock yourself in the closet and eat 10 of them. It helps with your craving. Oh,
Report of
don't tempt me.
critical hit.
Don't tempt me, sir.
Coordinates received.
It's like, damn your eyes, man. Damn your eyes, sir. I will not, sir. Are they still called in Asda? I don't know. I won't be going near Asda. I've already been this week and I forgot to grab one then. It was what I meant to do, Master 156. It's what I meant to do. All I've been doing is building Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures and being terrified of painting them. But I do enjoy the miniatures. I've got quite a collection of them now. Ugh, I can't wait for those Black Bolt Medusa miniatures to come out. Oh yeah, fucking Medusa. There's a hottie. I mean, prior to that it was She-Hulk, but yeah. Now it's all about Medusa.
Engaging multiple
Boom,
targets.
boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom goes the striker.
Enemy unit destroyed.
If I follow the link, Comstar will give me unlimited service for life, you say? Huh. Well, this sounds like an offer I can't refuse. Looking forward to the new season of a Kraken's Unnamed show. Well, I'm looking forward to it as well. It's what's keeping me employed. Otherwise, you know.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
I mean, after the Mech Warrior Online stuff ended, yeah, I was like, I was desperate for work.
Commander. Rolling.
Now, I've still got a lot of work for the Race Wars season working title before we move on. Really, the biggest hurdle at the moment is figuring out a good speed bracket because I want a selection. I want racers to be able to have a selection of mechs that they can choose from. I don't want it to all be the same mech, but whatever mech you pick, you can't switch during the season. You can change. You might be able to change the variant if you want, and you can change the build in between races and stuff, but the core of it is still supposed to be that whatever chassis you pick is what you will be racing with for the entire season.
10-4.
So I want it to be a little bit more varied in that regard.
I'm there.
But yeah, I'm thinking of having a minimum speed, so your engine has to be a certain size, and a maximum speed to keep everyone within a relative, you know, similarity there on the track kind of thing. Or maybe because I also want each race to run the same way as the Charity Charger Special, so there'll be 3 laps in each race, and each race will be 3 sections basically with a cumulative score. So I want it to work that way.
Waiting for orders.
So you will be able to, maybe for one race, take the tankier one to maybe try and get kills, or to survive the race, and the next one is you want to take, like, the speedy one for points, and you know, you might have another build that might be a bit more balanced, or one that's set specifically for like, just taking as much damage as possible. That kind of thing. I'd like people to come up with a little bit of their own strategy kind of thing. Yeah, Kiro, that kind of thing. If all the mechs are in a similar kind of speed bracket, yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm aiming for. Because coming up with tracks after that isn't going to be that big a deal. I also want the idea to ape Formula 1. So the idea that like the Tourmaline map is a planet within the Capellan Confederation, and that, you know, we just come up with the name of the track and stuff and some stupid background info. And then River City is a map that's in the Federated Suns, and then another map is in the Combine, and then there's a map that's in the Outworld Alliance, and a track that's in Toria, and a track that's in Canopus, Cercinus Confederation, the Marian Hegemony, Illyrian Palatinate, that kind of thing.
Mission successful.
So then it's like F1, it goes around the world kind of thing. This goes around the inner sphere. And then having a constructor's title as well as the driver's title. So everyone who's playing, there's also like your overall score, and then there's going to be the constructor side. So every racer, everyone who's taking part as a racer, if they could, they create a livery for their team name, their driver name. If they wanted to come up with any background, they're more than welcome to type that up. If not, me and the bro can come up with some stupid shit for that. Doesn't really matter there. So, sorry, I've been keeping up with I really want a MechWarrior Battletech game set in Tortuga and just let you go crazy with customizing. Yeah, is Solaris the Malaysian Grand Prix then? Yeah, it's like the night race track. Yeah, basically, that'd be the idea. Racetrack that follows the lava as much as possible. Yeah, if there'd be one on Terra Firma that would you know, probably use that sort of lake bit, the stream that's running through. Probably use the old corner of the map at some point as well. That's like basically the original Terra Firma map. Stuff like that, basically. So it's not going to be a problem coming up with tracks. The other thing I'd like to do is actually record all of the races for the entire season, and then me and the bro can start doing the narration and coming up with jokes on the fly or in between stuff, and then we can slowly build them up, and then I can have them coming out over time. So it's not like the Race Wars season, it would be immediately like next month kind of thing, but once it's all done and put together, it's what I'd really like to be able to do and really take my time with it. I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely upset when Best in Class finished, because it started out as like a kind of almost like a desperation decision, like, because I was coming to the end of the Chassis series. I didn't really have anything else to really do with MechWarrior Online, and I knew that a majority of people who watch the channel are people that started with MWO stuff, so I wanted to still use that game, and I couldn't think of anything other than something silly like a kind of a parody of Top Gear. And that's why it started out with the two characters just kind of talking about it, but as it developed, obviously if you watch it, you've seen that like McCracken and Hodge kind of became the show, and that the next stuff was just background material to listen to these two characters talk. And yeah, when it really finished, I was genuinely upset. Like I was crying about it, because it was it's if anything else, if the channel burns, if I get taken down one day or something happens, it was the thing that I'm the most proud of everything I've done with YouTube stuff and Twitch streaming. It's the only material that I feel like I actually achieved something with an audience. So yeah, I'm really happy that I can come up with something that can basically be a Best in Class Season 2. Because I was just glad that so many people just really like the characters, and I really love the characters. I like playing James McCracken, and coming up with the weird background for them, and you know, all this other stupid shit. That, you know, him being this former Solaran mech warrior, and he's just completely obsessed with himself, and but he you know, Eddie's still his best friend and all the rest of it. If you know, if MWO ever get off its arse and start adding new mechs, that'd be great. I would love to be able to do a new season of Best in Class with new competitors, so to speak. Oh, they're sending an agent over to snatch and destroy the foot. Well, I'm sure Eddie will get over it. Oh, thanks, Kiro. Oh, it does mean a lot, obviously.
Waiting for orders.
A lot, you know, the entirety of Best in Class wouldn't actually exist if it wasn't for you lot being very generous with your time and helping out, of course.
Reporting critical hit.
So, yeah. If I can shoehorn the characters into anything else where it just doesn't... basically where it doesn't end up being a point of sort of like using the characters for using sake kind of thing, it's just... Yeah, throw in the LRMs. Oh, fucking throw everything.
This should be good.
I just like it where some people don't quite get it. With the best in class characters, like there was a comment under the race once. I was like, oh, they barely commentate on the race, and I think it's like, yeah, that is Backraken and Hodge, that they're not very good at their jobs.
Copy that,
I mean, yeah,
Commander.
they do poor commentary. That's kind of it.
Looks like I'll need a new target.
So, enemy reinforcements ever turn up? Because I just destroyed all the enemies.
All right. Coordinates received.
I'm picking up a
Hey,
new
Edison
sensor
Roberts, how you
unit.
doing?
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Ah, here we go. Well, the reinforcements were a bit late for that guy. That poor bastard. He just bit the dust. To quote Top Gear, ambitious but rubbish. I mean, that's the aim for it. There's a lot I'd like to be able to do with it. I would love to be able to actually have a kind of Top Gear-ish type theme, but I don't have any music editing stuff or any actual talent in being able to create any music. There's also...
Rolling.
It's also the fact that there's probably a lot of editing stuff that I could probably try and do with it, but it's learning it really and getting used to it. And I just feel like there's a time pressure I guess I put on myself, which is why I've been trying to dial back a bit, because I'd end up getting stressed about stuff and thinking like, oh, I have to have a video out for Monday, I have to have a video out for Wednesday, I go stream on Thursday, I stream on Friday, and then have like do something over the weekend, and I do get genuinely stressed about that, and I've been trying to sort of dial back on how often I'm sort of doing stuff. I do have stuff recorded and planned, like I do have like a load of Lore Warriors already recorded to go up on the channel. It's just, you know, and other plans and stuff going on.
Standing by.
Oh yeah, the locust. Hey guys, I'm here to help. Pops over the ridge, multiple LRMs to the cockpit.
Affirmative.
As discussed, I heard BIC had to end because of an Azami betting scandal. Ah, well, remember, in-universe Best in Class is still going. It was renewed for another season. It's just... we just might never see the other season unless I can find a way of doing something similar with maybe Living Legends with the mechs they've got or something like that, but it's a whole other thing, really. Right.
Commander.
So yeah, if you did just one a day, it would one day it would still be awesome. Take care of yourself.
Firing.
Yeah, I get it's. I mean, the bro and Kitty have told me in the past that it's not something to really fret about, but yeah, I've just always felt like I'm letting all of you down, and anyone else who watches if there isn't regular stuff up. Like, I feel if I haven't done a video for Monday I feel like people are upset or disappointed, that kind of thing. It's like there's not going to be a stream tomorrow, and we've planned that. And the reason we planned it is because I want to be able to do the first stream of this year on Friday with Tabletop Sim. I want to do another Battletech tabletop session. So the dates need to align, and Varak is going to be available on that Friday, and we'll have everybody there. Hopefully Davros as well, though he's been AWOL for the last couple of days again. So hopefully stars align. We've got Varak and we've got Davros there, and Goober in front, and myself. We can do another Battletech stream. So, but because I'm not doing a stream tomorrow, and I think the Friday after, I feel bad for everybody, because like, oh, there's no stream on Friday. It's I don't know. It almost sounds kind of ridiculous because I guess it almost comes across like the whole internet only revolves around me kind of thing. Oh, what will people do if there's no shit from me? And when I say shit, I mean my crap. You know, I was like, well, there's no shortage of other streaming and YouTube channels, of course. But yeah, this is just stupid fucking head of mine. So. Could do some MW4. Possibility. It's a bit of a pain. There's something to say that a second season of Best in Class couldn't just be done with the existing mechs again, going through the entire like roster of mechs again, with maybe a different like first round thing. So instead of a drag race, it's a different thing, but. I don't know. It's I don't know if it's really something we could do properly. See, it says there's pirate contracts. I bet if I go there won't be a pirate contract. Rocket, have you used the Osiris in tabletop yet? It's hilariously good and fun to use, especially the all laser version. Yeah. I've also been on the receiving end of of a fucking Osiris as well, and it's brutal. We can always fight some fires. Oh, what? You mean in the videos from? Or do you mean as a stream? Yeah, I need to figure out if there's any audio software that allow me to take the audio, because the problem I had from was some of the recordings, and this is what I was saying at the beginning of the stream, getting the volume balance right with this new mic compared. I can reduce my volume, but I'll have to see. I'll have to take one of the short missions and see what it's like, because I did pop it into the editor and to see, and I don't think it was balanced very well. What's the what this fucking what's even for you arrive at the morning briefing? You hear Dr. Morales' raised voice. So we're talking at Leave Engineering. Yang grimaces. Samira rolls her eyes. Well, don't send them to the bridge, Chief. You want the comms show again. Finally, Doris notes you standing there. Commander, we have to do something at Keystone. They're a jinx. What the fuck? Techs in reasonably priced mechs. Film someone going around a track for a lap in a trial mech. Add some fake comments from the pilot in an imaginary interview.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
I mean, it could work, yeah. Oh, they certainly got the urban mech market right on the Capellan section. Oh, you've got the Blue Yeti as well. I don't know. Like, I've got the gain like reduced to its minimum, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm using Shadowplay. I don't know if it has issues with the volume balancing and stuff. It's just a learning process, really. We've got a couple of missions here. We'll do one more. We've got a repossession mission and a base capture mission. We'll do the repo one. As far as I can tell, my volume and the game volume is okay here, right? Like everyone can hear the gameplay, or at least it's not. The gameplay isn't really loud, or... No, I'm not that repo man, Colch. Tonight on Bottom Gear, Hammond challenges Stig to a Bachal, and Jeremy crashes a fire starter into a Curetan orphanage. I think the problem I had with the firefighting simulator, going back to the recordings me and Front had done of that, is I think the game volume wasn't low enough, and so it was kind of at times drowning out you and Varak a bit, and I'd separated my audio because I recorded it as separate tracks, so I can reduce my volume, but I don't know if you and Varak will come out very well, so I need to go through each of them in the editor to see if I can sort of balance it. Hopefully to a point where anyone watching could actually hear what you guys are saying properly without it being like, oh, that was alright, but I couldn't hear Varak in front at all.
10-4. I'm there.
I think it's just a case that I just have to reduce game volume down quite a lot, especially when I'm streaming, because funnily enough, the Enlisted stream, I actually had the bass volume down on that game quite low, but with the headphones on, that's fucking ridiculously loud. So when you got headphones on, the games sound completely different to when you're on speakers. It's very strange. Barbershop mic check. Nobody wants to hear Varak anyway. Try to do the recording with OBS and check if the issue is still present, maybe. Yeah, I'll have to fire up the old OBS thing and have a look at it at some point. Yeah, let's run around that side of the rock there. We'll have the Awesome go that way.
All right.
Cyclops go that way.
Rolling.
And the Archer go that way.
Coordinates received.
Hello, 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 hello. Yeah.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
Picking up a new sensor trace, Commander. Looks like enemy reinforcements. Yep, looks like a pure fucking dickhead. Yep, I see them. I see them, Darius. Yeah, they've all got your face, which is really going to help me with it, with aiming at them, because, frankly, nobody fucking likes you, Darius. Fucking lick a dick. Ding 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 ding. Oh, fucking SRN carrier. Good God, no. It's snowing again. Over there. Christ, hasn't snowed here for a long while.
Engaging target.
Hey, well, I had to fire all four just to be on the safe side.
Enemy unit.
I think the other problem I got with this mic is, compared to my old mic, I used to have it a lot closer. So I'm always paranoid now because I have this one a bit further away because I know it's more, a much better quality mic, so it more easily picks up my voice.
I'm there.
That I need to keep it away. But then I'm always like, oh, is it too far away? Can anyone hear me okay? That I need to just get used to the fact that it's fine. It's a better mic. It can stay further back, and everyone can still hear me fine. Because I'm not like shouting or anything at the moment. I assume everyone can hear me. Let's just test that. Let's just play, stream, 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 stream. Stream won't play. Stream won't play. Methinks the stream is broken on this tablet, so I'm going to refresh that screen just to get it to play again, because I paused it, didn't like that, and then we're going to tap to unmute it, and then we're going to attack with this.
Copy that, Commander.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, the game volume comes through. So you can hear her fucking stupid voice pretty well.
Crawler destroyed.
Copy that, Commander. Ah, shit, the Inferno carrier can see me. Oh, well, of course the Locust will be able to see me. You've been trying to reach me about our financials, or I've been trying to reach you about our financials. Well, what's up with your financials? I mean, I'm not like great with financials, Dotty, but I can definitely give it a go. He's get me a boffin. So I'm just paranoid about it, you see. So I just want to be able to stream and do videos that are good, or at least good enough that people don't have any issues with it. So.
Commander?
But I do need to find if there's any editing software out there that I can put a video, a piece of recorded footage into, and then I can start messing with the audio levels a bit, so I can make some parts louder or quieter.
I'm there.
I don't know what that software is. I'm sure it exists. I'm glad I fired all weapons into that Inferno SRN carrier, because it's still alive, which is bad. But at least it means next shot it's definitely dead, right? Ouch. Those are LB rounds. What the fuck? Just pause the stream on the tablet there because it's kind of distracting having it in my corner of my eye constantly zipping around.
Engaging target.
Yeah, just get rid of you. I don't want to overheat.
Enemy unit.
Yeah, BFG, it's always annoying when that shit virus just decides to pop in and ruin everything, right? Shitty fucking virus. Shitty, virusy, fucky shit. Virusy, shitty fuck. And other such words that you can combo.
I'm here.
Alright, so we've got to pick somebody to gang up on here. Who are we gonna gang? It's gonna will that snowstorm, that right, Pinter? And send it over to Australia.
I.
Oof, headshot.
Reading you.
Wasn't the most effective headshot in the world, though, was it? Wasn't the best. There certainly could be worse. Oh yes, sir.
Affirmative.
I've also discovered a new thing that's ever so slightly annoying for my mouse. It's one of these like Razer Chroma things. Oh, sorry, it's on the bottom. Death Adder Elite, like it's some kind of fucking Gundam. I've noticed that the mouse wheel has started squeaking sometimes when I roll it, which is definitely annoying. It's definitely annoying. Not as annoying as when I was playing a lot of Rainbow Six with some of the South African guys who used to be in tour, and finding that the middle mouse button just upped and died and refused to work. That was an experience. Okay, I'm just going to reinforce this wall. Reinforce this wall. It won't fucking work. How the fuck? Have you ever thought of McCracken starting his own TV series where he's a brave mech warrior? No, it's not really been a thing, no. So that's the thing, McCracken would imagine himself as being the bravest, most bestest mech warrior ever, of course. But now in reality, with McCracken, he's like very mediocre. He's very middle of the road. Yeah, he's a Solaran great in his own mind. Yeah, this is why he got beat up by Duncan Fisher in the commentary booth that one time that they worked together. The only time that they've worked together, as Duncan Fisher would point out very quickly.
Commander. Order acknowledged.
He's brave, McCracken. Brave, McCracken, yeah.
Targeting for an Alpha strike.
Now, I always imagine that McCracken was, he was on, like, one of the lower circuits. And he did okay.
Critical hit.
You know, he was alright. He knew some of the right people that he could have a career outside of his mech piloting career, and that's what basically saved him from just kind of fading out.
10-4.
He probably would, yes, make himself a star of his own show. Obviously, with you know, busty, beautiful mech warriors that need his help with whatever their problems might be. He'll always be there to help. He'll probably have his loyal sidekick character that will assist him in his quests
Roger.
across different parts of the Innisphere. No doubt he would be tapped at some point for a dangerous mission behind the clan lines to obtain vital intelligence, and probably even melts the icy heart of a female clan mech warrior who's definitely into him.
I'm losing armor bad.
He was in the Lao circuit, which no one watches except for Lao and occasionally people from Canopus, where he's trying to be polite.
Engaging target.
Well, I also like the idea that the truth of it is that he was also from an actual sort of
Enemy mech
not
destroyed.
super rich, but like a well-off family, like a well-to-do family from Solaris. So a lot of his stuff is basically just bullshit. He's just some like he's a rich boy essentially. Who got a lot of what he wanted, and he didn't have to worry about money growing up and all the rest of it.
Reading you. Move order received.
Come on, Rocket, add a little progressiveness and make it a male clan warrior instead of a female one. I mean, yeah. I mean that we could have that, you know, one of his recurring enemies is a male clan mech warrior who's confused at first, but then realizes that, you know, McCracken, you know, made him understand his true feelings. He wasn't wrestling with them anymore. I heard around the clans they referred to him as he who was lane with a smoked jaguar. It was Coyote, actually.
Oh, weapons
To be a
are
smarmy
low.
prick about it. Yes, he was. Apparently, it was someone from Clan Coyote, who he claims anyway. I'm not
Critical
entirely
hit,
sure.
Commander.
If that happens, I demand way too skimpy swim trunks and a bulge that's too massive to be real. Yeah. That would be it. That would be it with McCracken, definitely. Phil McCracken, as some know him.
I'm taking some serious hits.
Instead of a mech where it's an
Serious
elemental.
armor loss.
That's this big burly elemental woman.
Engaging target. Enemy mech destroyed.
I'm here.
Ah, yes, don't worry. Me and my sidekick, Noddy, here. We're on the mission. We're gonna solve this.
Vehicle down.
And then we're gonna probably have some drinks, listen to some
Successful.
good tunes. And then I'm probably gonna sit back with a beautiful woman. Yep. It's not like I don't have a choice every single evening. It's just what I have. It's a curse, I suppose you could say. But what's this? A member of the Lyran royal family needs me to find their long-lost pendant that proves their succession to the throne. Well, it is a Tuesday, but I'm sure I could do it. Noddy, prepare my mech. I'm going out. That kind of thing. I mean, if it was entirely possible, I'd try and do an entire stream as James McCracken, but unfortunately the old throat really can't survive the entire thing, mainly because I create a kind of, almost like a kind of vibration push in the back of my throat there, the old voice box, and it really doesn't last very long before I end up coughing a lot, because it just kind of irritates that area, if you know what I mean, and I'm not talking about majunk. However, I do like playing the character of James McCracken. But, with that said, if we just have a look there. So, we'll probably start a new campaign at some point. Not next week, week after. New HBS Battletech campaign. We'll see where we go with that. But I would like to take the opportunity to thank everybody who joined. Veronica, Kiro, Kolsch, 13 Shano, another TV viewer, BFG, Bibby Thumps, I guess I say, or Baby Thumps, Boltor, Carbot14XYZ, Casino, thanks, I don't think that's a real one, Dat's Oddfather, Dragon House, Edson Roberts, George Waddy, have the two, Hissing Walnuts, that's a good one, Hungarian Hussar, Ice Wizards, Joe Flow 3K, Joint Effort, Lord Cucumber, nice name, Master 15616, Not Real Muffin, Nuclear Pigeons, Pincer of Fate, good to see you again, man, Sol Wants, Severe, Sunamano, Sykes, Tom Falk, Tom Toms, 2 Days, VK, Violets TV, Vigo Pros, and Voltic Surge. Thank you everybody for joining me this morning and early afternoon. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you all have a good weekend starting tomorrow. Obviously, there will not be a Friday stream tomorrow because as I said earlier, we are planning to have a tabletop Battletech stream. I hope... Did I miss you? Would you... What the fuck? You know what, Papa Slump? I do apologise. I'm going to double check this. Were you even showing on that list? Let's double check this. Let's double check this. Let's double check this. Where the fuck? Alphabetical. Weird. No, you're not. It says Nuclear Pigeons and then Pinch Fate. But yeah, Papa Slump, sorry. Yeah, your name was not there. It's not showing on the list for some reason. Yes. Yes, sorry about that, Papa Slump. Yeah, Townfolk, shoot us that link on Discord. That'd be great. Thank you. So there'll probably be something going up. Probably something from Firefighter Simulator from me and from Varak. We played a bunch of that recently. That was funny, stupid but funny. So yeah, going to try over the weekend to record Living Legends, a couple of matches of that. So I will post something on Discord beforehand. So if you do want to jump in with us, you're more than welcome. We'll try and populate a server a bit, get some other people to join just when they check it, and we'll see where we go from there. Other than that, have a good one all, thanks, and I don't know what you're talking about, Master 156. So yeah, we'll see you next time, so yeah, have a good one all. Bye-bye! That's pretty good, that. Fuck no. Oh, man. Oh, probably Saturday, Kiro. Probably Saturday. Is when we'll try and do the Living Legends. So. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be ending the stream. Don't think I was just sit there, I just stare blankly at the monitor until things happen. Right, so how do I do this again? Oh, it's Alt F8, I believe. Yes, that's the one.